Hello, I'm Susan Proctor and I'm working here at PropWiz at the rental division and sales division. Okay, so my project one is regarding rental, property knowledge. My introduction is property management rentals, listing of property. Firstly, we're going to do a listing form. And the agent will complete a listing form when listing a property for rental and make sure that the owner of the property signs the listing form. That also allows me to mark it on the necessary platforms. In this listing form, the agent will also get to know the property. Okay, the agent will know the following: the in-pocket price that the owner wants, the amount the owner wants in his pocket every month, and listing price for rental, what the agency will advise the unit for rental per month, the street address, the number, the town, the province, and the area where the property is. The property title, like freehold or section title, vacant land, etc. Property type, apartment, a duplex, a townhouse or a house, and what floor size and land size it is. Monthly rates on the unit, and property features like how many bedrooms there is, how many bathrooms, and about the garage and the security, etc. Complex details like monthly levies, special levies, and the body corporate as well. Lease details, the lease period, the occupation date, and deposit, and annual escalation per year. Okay, Immovable Property Report. The owner of the property will also complete an Immovable Property Report. This report will also help the agent know all the faults of the property, take professional photos and videos of the property, marketing of the property. The agent will also advise the property advertise the property extensively on the social media platforms Property24 and special events with a portfolio of the property. The owner gives permission to put up a rental sign in front of the property, and the agent can also put up a rental sign then. Viewing of property. When a client contacts us to view a property, we will arrange a date, time, and the address where we will meet at this property. The agent will then arrange with the landlord that there will be clients to see the property on that day and that time. The agent will meet the clients at the address and the property and take them through the property to see the property. Application to rent the property. The agent will then send the client an application form, also the consent to do a credit check form to complete and send back to us. When the credit check has been approved, the agent will also inform the owner of the property that the client's credit check has been approved and that we can start processing the lease agreement of his property. The lease agreement of the property. Go through the contract with the tenant and make sure that he understands all the terms and conditions of this contract. The tenant needs to initial each page on this contract and sign in full where it's stated. Make sure the tenant knows how long he has to submit any defects after he moved in. Make sure the landlord initial each page on the contract and sign contract where it's written. Make sure both landlord and the tenant sign the same contract. Ingoing inspection of the property. Make sure the ingoing inspection is discussed with the landlord. The inspection has to be done in time to allow for repair work if necessary. The agent will do the ingoing inspection to ensure she knows all about the faults, take photos and make note of them. This ingoing inspection report also has to be in a property file with the documents in place in the agency's office, locked away. Make sure the owner knows he is responsible for the normal wear and tear and on the property, and make sure the tenant knows that any damages will be charged to him. Handing over the keys. Before handing over the keys to the new tenant, make sure You receive all proof of payment and acknowledge them with the financial department of the office or the agency. During the lease period of the property, make sure the tenant as well as the landlord has your contact details. You are the link between the landlord, the tenant and the property. The agent is responsible for the management of your landlord, tenant and property. Make contact with your tenant and landlord on a regular basis. Even if they do not return the favour, they will know that you are there for them. When the contract expires, contact your landlord at least 60 days before the expiration of the lease. Find out if there will be an escalation. The contract then you contact your tenant to find out if he or her will be renewing the contract. In the event that the tenant does not want to stay on the property, let the landlord immediately and ask him permission to start marketing process of the property. You also need to schedule an outgoing inspection with the tenant when handing over the keys again. Outgoing inspection property. Meet your tenant who moved out of the property on the day you scheduled to do the outgoing inspection together. You and the tenant will then walk through the property to see if there are any damages to the property. If so, you will take a photo, make a note, and the tenant will also sign where it's noted. After the inspection is completed, the tenant will hand over the keys. Conclusion. Property management. Firstly, we're going to do the listing of property, marketing of property, viewing of the property, application to rent the property, lease agreement of the property, ingoing inspection of the property, handing over the keys during the lease period of the property, and when the contract expires, and outgoing inspection of the property. Features, benefits and advantages. We have pricing experience, advertising property, the most suitable tenants will be found, and we have tenders in place at the agency that helps us with ITC and insurance on the property. A proper inventory will be carried out, requesting repairs and identifying problems with a detailed report. The regular property checks will be done, will be actioned. The landlord will never need to call a handyman in the middle of the night. The agent will contact him in the morning, and the tenant will contact the agent during the night. The agency has trustworthy principals with many years of experience. Record keeping, maintaining contact all the time, and we have experience in property rentals as well. Tackling paperwork, ensuring all information remains confidential. The landlord will always get his or her rent. We also have body corporates in town that also benefits to all the apartments in town. We are on Google Maps, and we have Facebook, we are on Instagram, and even on LinkedIn. Marketings, Karrierhof in Mooivallei, a 3-bedroom house in Mooivallei, Potchefstroom for 2.1 million. And then this is the one for sale, and I've got also one for rental, Carpe Diem, that we have for 6,600. We take pride in dedicated service.